Hello, Joe. Great to meet you again after a long time.
Feelings
York,
mutual,
Heiligen
Guido.
Kreuz. And
Nice to
the
meet you
first, I
again.
would like to introduce yourself for maybe half a minute or a minute or something like this. Yeah. What do you
Okay. Okay, I'm JOE FONDA. I'm a bassist and a composer, an improviser, a man who's 67 years old, who has dedicated his entire life to music. And I live in New York City. I travel a lot. This is how I grow as a musician, by traveling and performing. And I work hard at both business, because you have to take care of your business as an artist these days. There's no one to do it for you any longer. And on a daily basis, I try to stay focused on the development of the music, meaning working on things that I can't play or that I would like to play, or studying composition on my own, or even reading books. Certain books, philosophical books, that I read to foster new thoughts, new concepts. But it's a daily discipline, and I'll be here doing this until the day comes when it's time for me to leave this planet.
I know that you are also not only interested on the rhythms and on melodies, and I was there when you was talking with the composer, with Paul Rogers, about the different sounds which are possible on the different instruments, how to handle the instrument with maybe sticks, with fingers, that way. So how important is for you the sound? Because I know there are so many avant-garde bass players using a lot of toys, but you are not. You are with the fingers. And
these are my toys. I got 10 fingers here. Yeah. I use them all. These are my toys. So, but yes, you know, the concept of using things other than melody, harmony, and rhythm are important to me. I think about texture. I think about velocity. I think about sound, just sound that has nothing to do with a particular pitch or a particular melody, just a sound. And I've always been looking for those things in my instrument from the very beginning of my development as a player. I remember I made different sheets, practice sheets. One was sounds, like things I wanted to develop with the bow that I had discovered, and I listed all of the different things that I had discovered and new things I discovered, so I didn't forget them, and then I developed them. So I have a sound consciousness, a texture consciousness, a velocity consciousness, elements that are part of music, but they're not melodic, they're not harmonic, and they're not rhythmic. They might come out, some melodies might come out. For example, I have a technique where I turn my hands upside down on the bass. I've been doing it for years. So usually it's backwards, and I use my thumbs, and I do this because it's a sound, but I'm not thinking about what melody comes out, but melodies come out on their own. It's just a sound that I can generate, and I let whatever melodic or rhythmic things or even harmonic things come out naturally. So it's very important in creative music, in improvised music, in my opinion, to have these other consciousnesses as part of the improvisation. really important to have a sound concept.
But you stayed puristic without any other toys like wood or rubbers or something like this.
No, I did want for a while. I was putting paper between my strings when I was younger.
I remember, yes,
paper. I did do paper, but I don't do that anymore. So now, but that doesn't mean a musician can't do that. Satoko does it really well. She has some very special things that she puts inside the piano that are truly cosmic. The sound is truly cosmic. So, but at this point, I do everything with my fingers, and I'm still discovering new sounds that I can make with my hands. So I don't do any prepared bass any longer. I use the bow in as many ways as I can, and I use my fingers in as many ways as I can. I'm always looking for new sounds.
I am waiting for another question. You remember you told me, maybe I read it even on your CD, on your solo CD, if I remember. Anthony Braxton, a guy you know very well. I met him when he was 39, 40, 41. I remember him in a very good way too. But he told that you are the man if you want to know how someone is breathing the bass. And when I watch you and when we watch you, you are very bodily and breathing, and you can listen, you breathe sometimes. What does it mean? What did Braxton mean about this saying?
I would think, I think what he meant was that, because he does this too, when he plays, and when I play from the body. I don't play from the head up. Really, I play from the toes to about here. So it's very physical. I feel the energy and the rhythm or whatever it is. So Braxton too is very physical in his playing, and as a result of it being in the body, in my opinion, you get you create another kind of energy, another kind of pulse. So if you're somebody who plays more ethereal, maybe more from the neck up, which is possible, the music in my opinion tends to stay, it floats more, it stays lighter. When a musician plays from the body, it becomes there's much more energy and there's much more rhythm, but it can be very loose, and the music dances, even if it's not like dancing like when to a waltz or something, but it's moving, it's physical, and that's how I've always played. It's always been a physical process.
Has it to do a little bit when you said years ago, when we were talking with Emil, the drummer you were playing with, you said something like you would like to have a drummer who is swinging like the American drummers, but in the same time sophisticated like the Europeans. And what you are talking about is something like this. You are, of course, we are brain animals in this way, but you stay more with the neck downwards. So it has to do with this synthesis of this.
Yeah, that's a good word. It's a synthesis.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a definite synthesis of those things. That's right.
At last, one question I also put to Satoko. We have the possibility to do a sound engineering in the concert, but we also can play unplugged, in the concert on the 19th of November. Is it for you a big difference in the smaller room? Would you prefer even sound engineering with the speakers, or do you prefer the chamber music? Or it's the same? I mean, it's clear on a big stage in a festival you need a sound system, but what do you think about this sound?
No, I prefer if it can be done. Like the first CD I did with Satoko, I didn't play with an amplifier. It was just her on acoustic piano in a church and me with the bass, and it was great. So I prefer small room. I prefer a chamber concept, unless if it's, of course, if you're playing with a band where they're playing really loud, you can't do that. But in this music, this music that Emil and I and Satoko will play is a type of improvised chamber music. It is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, most definitely. So that concept of having a good acoustic sound, not a lot of miking, not a lot of speakers, is advantageous for a good performance and a very good recording.
Okay, Joe, thank you very much for this meeting, and the best greetings also to your partner Ilse. Yeah.
You're welcome. If she was here, I'd bring her over.
Yeah, and you bring her over?
No, she's not here, but I would if she was here.
Okay, and yeah, I'm really looking forward for this concert. I'm very curious, I would say.
Okay. Well, okay, me too. I'm looking forward to it too. And we have 2 nights in a row, right? We have we're with you at Gasthaus Pumer.
Yes.
And then we're in where's another place that's not too far away with Oswald?
Yeah, Lafnitztal, yeah.
So we'll have 2 nights. Wonderful.
Okay.
So we're all looking forward to it.
It is in Gleisdorf. I know this. The second is in Gleisdorf. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thank you too. Thank you, Udo.
Bye.
Ciao.